And we are live here from Green Bay for the Packers versus the Chargers. Two teams who are very good on defense. Very good on defense.
But okay on offense.
And two quarterbacks from the same draft class.
Yeah. Does Rose a professional Herbert hater?
No.
He went to Herbert hating college.
I just like Jeff Hafley.
He went to Herbert hating college.
I'm not a Herbert hater.
Yes, you are. You factually are.
No, I like Herbert.
Nate, when's the last time you complimented Justin Herbert?
I think he's a good quarterback who's just overhyped by the media. If anything, he's done dirty by the media. Because they say he's a lot better than he actually is.
Name the last time you complimented Justin Herbert.
I think he's one of the best arms in the league. I think he's great accuracy when it's not January.
What happens when he wins the Super Bowl next year?
Good for him. Then I'm not going to be able to say that anymore. But until then, he hasn't even won a playoff game. So.
What if he wins a playoff game? One wild card game.
Then maybe he's gotten better. I don't know. It also depends on the team he faces.
What if he faces like a 12-5 team?
He's never beating an AFC South team, that's for sure.
What if he finally doesn't have to play an AFC South team and then he finally wins the game?
You want to know what's hilarious?
If he doesn't have to play AFC South, just owns him.
Want to know what's something really funny?
What?
The Chargers' offense isn't even on. And we're talking about Herbert. So we don't be talking about Love, who has a playoff win against Dak.
So he
doesn't have a playoff win.
Yeah, like does Dak win games even count?
So anyways, at 33. And caught, nice.
That'd be
33.
What? Oh, he dropped
Oh wait, no,
it.
4. Oh no, he dropped it. Sorry, I was gonna say.
Who's that? That wasn't Cooper. Wow, the Packers have no fucking receiving him. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look.
Never come out. No punt.
We'll punt it away, and that'll be a good punt. All the way to the 1.
If the Eagles' record was the first they went to make the playoffs last year,
That's true.
the Jags would have.
That's true.
That's actually kind of sad.
Yeah. Yep. What are you, 4-13?
Mm-hmm.
You would have been an IC too. You would have been a pretty IC too.
In the draft.
Nope. Anyway, 2nd and 9, hands it off. That's a pickup of 2, 3rd and 7, so not looking too good on this drive so far in terms of the run.
To be fair.
Of course, the Packers' D-line is one of the best in the league, so.
But also, like, not putting on Jake.
Goat Jeff Hafley, goat.
Also not putting on Najee Harris for some fucking reason.
Najee Harris is mid anyways.
No, yeah, I'm doing Najee Harris too.
No, it's Najee Harris, I'm joking.
Huh?
I like Najee Harris. So they're going to run it again, and they don't get it. So this will be another punt. Good work from both defenses so far.
No, they should go for it. Yeah.
They probably should.
Yeah.
You would go for it if we were playing this right now.
Yeah, it would.
Why do you go for it on like 4th and 20?
Only if I need to.
Okay.
To meet my addiction, man.
Are you Dan Campbell?
What's your addiction, man?
It's football. I love football. I love football. Anyway, so they'll punt this away from the 10. Yep, we just watched CJ Stroud at the Mets game.
Yes, good Mets. We are all both Met fans and love the Mets.
At the Mets and Astros game, I should say, because he wasn't cheering for the Mets, obviously. And that's a good punt too. Oh, is it? Or did it roll into the end zone? Yeah, it did.
And yes, and who?
Wow, that was almost a good punt.
And who?
So at the 20 now. Well, could have been a good punt. Now just a touchback. Hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs had a big game last week against Vegas, where he rushed for nearly 300 yards. One of the highest running back stat lines of the season.
Are you fucking kidding me? That counts.
What?
We're third in the division because Because the fucking Phillies are 1-0. Who they even face next? Who do they face
The
next?
Nationals. Anyways, first.
That doesn't count. That shouldn't count. The Nationals aren't a fucking team. They suck. Everyone's like, oh Danny, you beat the fucking 2-year-olds in a base. You beat 2-year-olds in baseball. That counts.
Nationals are good. Imagine being a Washington sports fan. The Commanders being good probably made people who are Washington sports fans feel so good because every other team sucks.
Except for the Capitals.
Yeah, except for the Capitals. But like
actually, the Capitals probably win the Stanley Cup this year.
No, but the Wizards and the Nationals are like painfully dog shit.
I know.
Which is funny because they actually won a World Series this decade, but
what,
still.
the Nationals?
Since then they've been asked though. And they won it with Soto, funny enough. They won it with your division rival. He won it with your division rival, yeah. And now he's playing for you. Anyway, stuffed.
Cool.
So that's a loss of 2. Great work.
He's literally what won.
Wrong sport. Wrong sport.
But we're doing baseball in like after the football season. This football season.
Yep, in August we'll be starting our baseball season.
Are we gonna do that on a new channel?
Yeah, we're gonna make a separate channel for it because this is Madden Football League. And also, hopefully, we will have a Madden 25 by then.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Because this is on Madden 25, but it is literally paint
I actually meant to say MLB 25 for baseball, but yeah, sure. We should need real Madden 25 too. Because this is Madden 24 basically, so.
I know, because, I mean, to be fair, there's also technically Madden 23, Madden 22, because,
and are we going to get another 4th down situation? Oh my god,
Christ.
Yeah, these defenses are destroyed.
To be fair, you could probably go for it here. You could probably go for it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Actually, I could see him going for it. So let's see what Matt LaFleur will do. See, we said this would be a defense game, so we got exactly what we expected.
Yeah.
And they'll punt.
Actual fake. No, they won't.
Nope. They will not.
It was kind of a dog shit, I'm not gonna lie.
At the 20 now, so neither team has scored yet. Defenses have locked each other down. It's been great work. I mean, you're seeing the best defense in the AFC versus the best defense in the NFC go at it, so, I mean, what else would you expect?
The Nationals are winless. Bums. So are the Braves. Totally their fault.
At the 24. Herbert throws for a first down, and he'll be down at the 34. That'll be Herbert's second completion today.
What the fuck?
What?
The Blue Jays just destroyed the fucking Orioles today.
I know, they got their payback. Except the Orioles
beat them worse, yeah.
Yeah, they beat them worse. And down he goes, 2nd and 3.
I mean, it this way. By the way, for the Chargers baseball team in the fucking they're in San Diego. Well, they used to be in LA, and fuck the Dodgers. Go Mets.
And caught at the 50, I believe. Yep.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue.
Wow. Elon Musk sold Twitter to his own AI company. So he sold Twitter to himself, basically.
What?
He sold Twitter to his own AI company.
Okay.
Yep. Breaking news. And check down. And he's got the first. Powered in for that one at the 40. So now in field goal range.
Not Bailey, but yeah. You're finally not gonna get a punt. I got missed the kick.
It's a sack.
Fuck. Which they haven't gotten any sacks, so that should make
the quarterbacks have been well protected. It's the secondary and the D-line that's good.
Yeah.
So they're
like the
receiver motion, it's Ladd McConkey who go down.
Yeah, like the run isn't working. David McKinney with the tackle.
So that'll just edge him out of field goal range now.
Probably one of the best probably the best safety in the league, and Xavier McKinney. You think Xavier McKinney's the best safety in the league?
What?
Xavier McKinney is the best safety in the league.
Yeah. Probably.
Name one that you think could arguably be better. CJ could arguably.
Yeah, CJ.
But I would say he's better.
At the 41 now. Backs up. He's got time.
Satangelo? Oh, not
And
Satangelo.
nice pickup there for a first down. 27 now. At the 27. Hands it off. And nope, this run will continue to be pretty much shut down. He picks up 5 there.
But
to 22.
comment today, guys, your baseball team. Okay?
Yep.
In the comments, your favorite baseball team. You should be watching baseball.
So
And football.
at the 22 now. Takes it and caught. A little underthrown there, and that'll read to the 4.
Danny thoughts on the Jets.
13.
Are they gonna come back?
Yep. So at the 4. They'll run it in here. And nope, stuffed. That'll bring him back a yard at the 5. And that should mean that both teams will go scoreless going into the second, but it's Chargers ball at the 5. So at the 5 now. Gonna run it in again, and he's in. Touchdown.
Spiller.
And the Chargers will put the first points on the board here. And they'll just kick the PAT in now, which would bring this to 7-0. And it's good. And the Chargers take the first lead of the game. And they'll kick it away. There it is. Anyways. And he brings that up to the 27. There's the 27. And caught down at the 47. At the 47, the Packers look to keep up with the Chargers here and put a score on the board.
Yeah.
Is off to Jacobs, and there's a flag. Holding. So that'll make this a 1st and 16 at the 40. Oh, almost sacked. And he's gonna run this all the way in.
Yeah, first
It's
down.
first. And he's taken down at the 39.
Red line. I gotta multiply by
39.
fucking way. The Tigers are about to beat the fucking Dodgers. Jesus.
Caught. Down at the 25. Jacobs runs in for 4. And caught one-handed touchdown. Wow. Good stuff there.
Come on, Mari Cooper.
See right here. Caught it in triple coverage. One-handed too. One of his best plays of the season. Cooper, the catch.
Yep.
And this PAT will bring it to a tie game. It's up and good. Kicked it away. And now this is a tie game here in Green Bay at Lambeau Field. To 25. Herbert. Caught. And he'll gain 4 on the play. Both offenses fairly slow. Of course, these defenses are not ones to be messed with. You can't make mistakes against Green Bay or Chargers defense, as history shows.
Yeah.
These teams allow the least amount of yards, some of the least amount of touchdowns, a lot of turnovers, and 3rd inches.
Just both these teams, some of the best defenses in the league.
They're going to run this one in, and they do for first. I'll bring him to the 38-yard line. Out to 38. Ends it off. And they're going to run it in again. And, oh, he's staying up. He's got a first.
Najee Harris.
Longest run from any running back of the day so far.
I mean, last week, fucking what's his face had a big day.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, against the Raiders, but no, against the Chargers, it's going to be difficult to get any big runs. Same thing against the Packers. I mean, when the biggest run of the day so far is 10 yards, you know. Anyways, at the 50 now. Teams have had to work very slow, like I said. And yep, now the run back to being where it was before, only a 3-yard pickup there. Mark him at the 48. See what LA does here. Sorry, San Diego. And oh, they got it for a first down. Off the pass. Herbert 9 for 9, 86 yards. It's been mostly check downs. You don't want to risk it against the secondary. And the great thing is that they're evening each other out, so this is really just a chess matchup right now. Who's going to make the first mistake?
I mean, it's easy to make a mistake with a defense like this, so.
Yeah.
With defenses.
Herbert throws and short of the first. That'll be 2nd and 1 at the 30. We're almost in the at halftime. It's 7-7. Should tell you how calculated both these teams are.
I mean, the Chargers should get either a touchdown or a field goal before half, so.
Yeah.
Packers probably not.
I can't imagine how much time the Packers will even get by the time this drive is over. And that'll be a first down barely to the 28.
Well, who starts with the ball after half?
The Chargers do.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
I feel like it's a must-win game for both right now, more so the Chargers. I mean, they just came off a tie game and then a loss.
Yeah.
So, Packers only suffered one loss to the Dolphins, and
Yeah, by the way, I thought they had 2 losses. No. I keep on thinking they have 2 losses, they don't.
only lost to the Dolphins. Which is shocking, because if it was in normal climate, they probably would have won that game too.
Yeah, no, which would make them the second only undefeated team.
And the only undefeated team in the NFC.
Yeah. Right now, they are the 1 seed in the NFC, though.
Yeah. No, it's up there with Philly. Like they're both only one loss team.
I know, but like the Packers have been playing better.
How Philly's been blowing people out? They're like equal right now.
I know, but what I mean is the only game that they've lost was a weather game, where it's hard to play.
Yeah, but
so they would be undefeated if it was a clear game.
Yeah, they're tied right now. There's no 1 seed yet.
I know, but I'm saying if the playoffs started today, the Packers would be the 1 seed. Philly would be the 2
that'll
seed.
bring us to the 2-minute warning as he's down, and there we go.
Game.
Yeah, it's a weather game. Sorry, score.
Yeah.
And it's brought to the 1.
Yeah, it was 2.
Lots of time coming off the clock right now. Hands it off, and that's a touchdown. The Chargers will score once again. Took them a long time. Like I said, you don't want to make any mistakes against these defenses. This game is less about trying to get points on the board. This game is just about, this is coordinator versus coordinator right now, if anything. This is the most coordinator versus coordinator game you're going to get all season, at least right now. It's about what coordinator will make the slip up first.
Yeah.
And they'll kick this in, and this will bring it to a 7-point lead. And it's good. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. These drives are going to be lengthy. So they'll kick it away. And the Packers will run it into the 23. So not enough time too much time to just run out the clock and go to half. And also, you don't start off with the ball either, and you're already down to score, so you wouldn't want to do that regardless. But again, like, with how long these drives have been, I feel like this is also not enough time for what they want to do anyways, to score a touchdown. Maybe a field goal, but even then, both teams have been taking their time getting down the field regardless. And Love's going to throw that to Kraft, who's in for a first. His 8th completion of the day. He's 8 for 9. 3 of those receptions to Kraft. Lots of time coming off the clock right now. Let's see if they do no huddles. Yeah, this is where they'll start working fast. So this is where you'll see a lot of secondary versus receiver action down the field. And Love, throws to Jacobs, and he's down at the 39, and they'll call a timeout. So they're at the 39. And, Reed with the catch, and that'll bring them into Chargers territory as they call their second timeout. And caught, and down at the 28. Look at this one. This was a hell of a play right here. You can see that.
Yeah, great catch by Cooper.
Murray Cooper really bringing these corners to their limit here. They try to get an interception, and he just jumps them.
And of course, one of the greatest receivers of all time.
So at the 28 now, lots of time coming off. They're going to obviously try to get the touchdown there. And Kraft gets a first. And they're at 17 now with 18 seconds rolling. And they call their final timeout. So they'll kick it through. I feel like if they knew they were going to go for the field goal, they honestly should have just ran more clock. Didn't like how early they called the timeout there. I mean, I know like the Chargers haven't been moving fast against their offense either, but with an arm like Justin Herbert's, I wouldn't exactly trust it. Now you got to trust the hell out of your secondary. So they're gonna kick it away. Sorry, and they take a knee. So at the 25 now. Hand it off, and nope, stuffed. So maybe they'll just run out the clock. Let's see. All depends if they call a timeout here or not. I don't think they will. And yep, that'll bring us to half. So 14-10 going into half. Very low scoring first half here. This defense is really holding each other well. And yeah, even the stat line is equal. So Packers have passing yards and average yards per play, while the Chargers have the score and the rushing yards on their side. So they'll kick it away, and the Chargers can extend their lead here as they take a knee.
One thing I would have to say about Green Bay is, honestly, if they keep on playing like this, like, even if they lose this game...
Oh, missed tackle there, yep.
Even if they lose this game, like, they pretty much already won the North. Like, they're up
As of right now, yeah.
Yeah,
We thought the Lions would have a better season. They've been struggling.
I know, the Vikings...
While they put on entertaining games,
They
not incredible right now. And the Bears...
The Bears.
The Bears suck.
Yeah, they're just the Bears.
Yeah.
But LA hasn't, like, completely won the division, because all their teams in the
Kansas
division
City's
are
becoming competitive. The Broncos are becoming competitive.
The Raiders are leading the division.
And the Raiders are
literally leading the division.
Undefeated up until last week when they lost to Green Bay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, you said that they haven't played any build teams, the Raiders.
What?
The Raiders are undefeated.
What?
You said that the Green Bay hasn't played any. This is the toughest team they faced.
Yeah, it still is.
The Raiders are undefeated.
Yeah, but the Raiders were undefeated because they beat a bunch of easy teams. The hardest team the Raiders beat had no defense, sorry.
Who was it again?
The Bengals, and they barely beat them. They went to overtime with them. Anyways, and that'll bring.
And it was also with a different quarterback.
What?
To be fair, and it was also with a better quarterback when they had that.
Yeah, I know, so that proves my point even more. The Geno Smith Raiders aren't nearly as good as the Sam Darnold Raiders.
I know. I mean, these are Sam Donald's were actually looking like Super Bowl contenders. I mean, they still are, but still.
Herbert, first down. That'll bring them to the 24. 16
Oh, they beat the
16.
Queefs. They beat
it would
the
be more
Queefs.
impressive if it wasn't just checkdowns, I guess, but...
They beat the Queefs, too.
Who?
The Raiders beat the Queefs.
In week 1, when the Chiefs were like 0-3 at one point. The Chiefs didn't get good until like week 5. And Herbert. And he's got the first, just barely. The 14 now. Opportunity to extend this lead out. And 2nd and 2. Hands it off. And no play action, he's sacked for the first time in the game. And that'll make it a 3rd and 10. A loss of 8 there. Good work from the Packers defense.
Yeah.
Caught wind of the play action right away. And was able to make this a 3rd and 10 again. Great work. Wow. Yep, loved it. Bring to your You bring someone from your D-line and someone from your secondary in. Love it. Now this is where you got to make another very important defensive play here.
Yeah.
He's got time. And he sucked again.
Yep, field goal.
Didn't like where he was going there. Kind of ran into that one a little bit. But that'll make this a field goal, which would only make it a 7-point lead. So good work on Green Bay's defense here. Very clutch. They were destroying the offensive line.
Yeah, Herbert had like no time.
No, he had time, but like when Herbert backed up, they were destroying the offensive line. He definitely had time though. He just couldn't find an open receiver. So,
Yeah, and like had no like where to scramble.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean there, but
Like there was like no
I
escape
know he
to
had to throw
scramble.
from the pocket. Yeah, I know. So 39-yard attempt. This should be good.
Or
And
like-
it is.
It was like sack or pick, which I would prefer sack.
Or throw it away.
Oh yeah, but
which would have brought it to 4th down anyways. But
yeah, so like who fuck.
so the Chargers will kick it away here as Green Bay has an opportunity to tie this thing up, and they take a knee. So great work from the defense, holding them to just 3 points there, which means a touchdown to PAT would tie the game here. Hands it off to Jacobs, and wow, holy shit, they brought him back far. 2nd and 4. This clock keeps rolling. These teams, like I said, they spend a lot of time on these drives. They're never in a rush, especially not in this game when you're, again, up against two arguably the best defenses in the league and some of the best defenses in each of your conference. You're just trying to calculate each other, and that'll be a 1st down from Jacobs there. Look at him. He's been locked down tonight, only 21 yards compared to his game last week against the Chargers division rival Raiders. I mean, it's been a drastic difference. So at the 35, Love caught. That'll bring them into Chargers territory at the 47. Amari Cooper with another reception.
Yep.
That being his 3rd of the day.
Yep. You say what day is it?
I'm joking. And play action here. We saw Herbert fail this earlier and caught. I believe that's Christian Watson with the reception.
Bum.
His 3rd of the day. So yeah, better awareness there from Love on the play action than we saw from Herbert in the Packers red zone earlier.
Yeah, of course the O-line did play better on that one than the Chargers did.
Now the receivers were just better at getting open.
Yeah, shit. Neither of them on the quarterback, but
So at the 28 now. Hands off to Jacobs. And Jacobs looking a little bit better on this drive than he has in previous ones. Still nothing crazy compared to last week especially. And like I said, this clock, it's running short. Especially when you look at the scoreboard. You looked at some of the other games this week. This is just a full-on chess game, like I said. And caught by Cooper again. That'll bring him to the 6. So Love only incomplete on one of his passes. Justin Herbert has yet to throw an incompletion tonight. They have been both throwing pretty short, so it's not a shock that their completion percentage is pretty good, but hands it off, and no, he's staying up. He might actually lose yards there. Nope, he's just going to stay at 6. At this point, I think it's risky, but you got to pass it. I mean, the run has been dead, especially in the red zone.
yeah,
I don't even think Jacobs has a touchdown. He doesn't.
he doesn't.
Oh yeah, they literally only have one touchdown too. It's pretty sure Cooper, and that will be caught by Cooper again. And a PAT will tie this thing up. Green Bay with the touchdown.
No, it'll be Cooper's second of the day.
It will be.
It's crazy.
Yep. So nice work there from Green Bay. We'll kick this in. This will tie the game. And it's up. And good. 17-17. Green Bay with their shortest drive of the day. So they'll give it to the Chargers. And now this is a tie game. And they take a knee. Been loving how well both quarterbacks have been able to read this defense. It takes good quarterbacks to read this type of defense. It's like, you know, you got the Hafley defense, which has been destroying offenses all season. And then the Chargers defense, which has been incredible for the past couple seasons, but I'd bring him to the 34.
Yeah, it was incredible last year, but I would have struggled the year before that, but
It was honestly the only saving grace of their team.
what?
Their defense. I mean, it was obviously better than it was the year before, but it was picked off.
Last year?
Yeah, the year before last year, 2023. Yeah. The 2023 season. Yeah.
It was one of the worst defenses in the league.
No, their defense was fine. It was their offense that was dog shit.
I forgot they literally had a... No, it was their defense.
It was their defense, really? I remember it being their offense.
No, their offense was amazing.
Oh, okay. Well, I got it mixed up then. Sorry, my bad. So for this season and last season, it's been good.
Well, actually, no, their offense is okay. It was their defense that was ass.
I know they have one thing that was way better than the other.
I know.
Okay, so
the offense is okay. It's just their defense is so fucking bad. I would make it better.
So they're at the 40 now.
Stanley just can't work a fucking defense. Stanley's can't work a fucking defense. What offense? He's dog shit. He's arguably the worst coach of all time. That's why I can't.
You have Jim Harbaugh now, who's.
That's why I can't fully say Pervert's like an entire playoff fucking show.
Well, he is. The Texans proved it.
No, I mean besides the Texans game, because like Jesus fucking Christ.
He was 1,000% the reason they lost that game.
I know, but Staley's just so dog shit. I feel bad for everybody that's ever had to work for him.
Anyway, so at the 45 now. Be shocked if this game even gets into the 30s.
Combined.
Yep, totally, yep. 38 combined points. 38 combined points, but I'll be shocked if either one team gets to anywhere near the 30s. See this one ending in like the early 20s, to be honest with you.
No, it's only 27 combined points. Wait, no, wait. The Packers still have 10.
Cotton down.
And it's 34 combined points, by the way.
Huh?
It's 34 combined points.
No, it's not.
10 plus 10 is 20.
You're doing the math wrong, but it's not 34, it's 38. Anyways, it's the end of the
10 plus 10 is 20, and then 7 plus 7.
I got the math wrong. I was thinking of 18, not 17, whatever, 34 combined points.
Yeah, I'm always right.
No, I'm just tired. I'm tired of shit. Shut up.
My football takes it perfect. CJ Stroud is worse than Will Levis. I would rather have Will Levis on the Jaguars than CJ Stroud.
Fuck you, buddy.
Well, Will Levis is better than CJ Stroud. It's not even close. I'm right. I'm always right. Will Levis is better than CJ Stroud.
You have no football knowledge.
Oh, how dare you! Will Levis is a demon.
And down he goes. Caught first down. and he goes down at the 7.
Steelers is arguably worse than Doug Peterson. He's that fucking bad. I feel bad for every person on the Chargers at that point.
Womp womp. He's a bum.
Who?
Anyways,
From Steelers, I know.
no. Mr. Elite Quarterback can't win a fucking playoff game
The Steelers, you're right.
with Jim Harbaugh either.
Really first fucking year of Jim Harbaugh.
Lost by 20 because he threw 4 fucking interceptions.
Yeah, I want him.
4.
We were on him though.
Wow, that's still fucking insane. Whoa, you're really making a big fucking difference between 3 and 4. 1 interception is enough to lose you the game, let alone fucking 3, dude. Anyways, at the 1. And he'll be in for a touchdown.
Chargers won.
And they're gonna kick this one away. Are they taking a Love throws. That'll be enough for a pickup of 9. Play action. First down. Backpedals. Caught. And down at the 49.
There's
You're not funny, buddy. Love throws it away. Make it second down, his second incompletion of the day. Both quarterbacks very good under pressure so far. Love a little bit better than Herbert tonight, but Love throwing deep. Caught. Wow. That was risky to do at this point of the game, but he did it and it worked. Take another look. This is the longest pass of the day so far. Chuck that shit all the way down to the red zone. Christian Watson, wow, what a catch. My God. This receiver has been frying these defenders. So now the 19. Backs up. First down. At the 8 now. So now at the 8. Love backs up. Trying to find an open man. And he's going to run this thing in himself for the touchdown. First Russian QB touchdown of the game. Jordan Love. Get this in for the extra point. And it's a tie game. So now
One time the
kick it away.
one time the Packers do the run the clock, but they're going their shortest strides into there.
And now it's all up to the defense, which I think I can't trust enough. I mean, Packers secondary's been better than LA's, but they also haven't exactly been. LA hasn't been passing it too much. Or sorry, San Diego, fuck off. They haven't exactly been passing too much, like deep. That is, they've been throwing a lot of checkdowns, but D-line taking care of that more than the secondary is. And that'll be a run play and goes pretty much nowhere. Only a pickup of 3 at the 30. Loads of time coming off during these huddles. It's going to be a pass play here, like the offensive formation. Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, play action. Sorry, not play action, fucking. Oh, whatever. You know what I mean. So that'll stop the clock. So it goes out of bounds after the catch. Trying to give themselves some time to get down the field. Of course, we know, based off how these two offenses have been playing, you might need that time, so. Herbert, another check down, but this time they'll stop him inbounds. So more time comes off, 2nd and inches. To me right now, you gotta keep them out of your own territory altogether. I mean, obviously if it's at the 49, 48, 47, it doesn't really matter too much, but keep them out of field goal range. Definitely keep them out of the red zone. And he sneaks in there. I'll move him to the 50. And, oh wow, he's really trying to get a run here. Picks up 6. Now at the 44. So now at the 44. 2nd and 4. Hands it off. And again, gonna power in for a first down. This run game is, I mean, they have had the better run than Green Bay tonight, but they're really trying to tire out that D-line here. Powering through for first down after first down here. We're almost at the 2-minute warning as well. Ends it off, and oh, he's gonna find a open spot, and there we go. 2-minute warning. 24-24. Chargers ball. Now at the 33. Ends it off, and he's got an opening. He gets a first down again. Out the 24. Time is ticking. This is actually looking worse for Green Bay right now than it is for the Chargers. I mean, they can just run this down, kick it in, or of course just keep running enough time to get a field goal. Or sorry, a touchdown. They got the huddles and everything. I mean, unless Green Bay makes some sort of a big stop here, I don't know. And, oh man, again, not a first down there, but they'll use the first time out. They power him for a 2nd and inches. about the 15. Chargers have not been in a rush to run the clock, not been in a rush to get a score here, and Green Bay always their second time out. Out the 11. Receiver in motion, gives it away, and he's getting a big run here, and he's short of the first, and they'll use their final timeout. All right, so no timeouts left for Green Bay. Chargers at the 2, 2nd and 1, with an opportunity to get a touchdown. Hands it off, and wow, stop short. I mean, they're giving themselves less time right now, but of course they would rather the Chargers just settle for a field goal and a touchdown. So the defense wants to make any serious moves right now, as they're clearly trying to prevent the touchdown. I mean, yeah, just force them to a field goal, and then I guess you either get a field goal on your next drive, or you just try to go for the touchdown to end this thing. But loads of time is coming off the clock right now. They're not even going to have a minute when they get the ball back, if they get the ball back. Hands it off, and he's got the touchdown. So Green Bay will get to work with about 51 seconds when they get the ball back. No timeouts available. This is just going to have to be Jordan Love being a very clutch quarterback, to say the least. And the extra point is in, and the Chargers lead by 7. Take it away. And they'll run it in here to the 25. So with 48 seconds left and no timeouts, let's see what Green Bay does here to tie the game. And not a good start. Clock will keep rolling. Field goal means nothing. This has to be a touchdown to bring it to overtime. Oof. Here the no huddle's 39. Right now, if I'm Love, I'm chucking it down the field. You got nothing to lose at this point, and that's what he'll do. And yeah, he's gone. Wow, we actually might go to overtime, and I think we are. Wow. Touchdown backers, Christian Watson with the touchdown, and a PAT, we're a PAT away from this being a tie game. But the Chargers still do have 15 seconds left, and we know Herbert's got a good arm, so we'll see what happens in that case. But good work from Green Bay. And timeout used by San Diego. And there we go. So let's see what the Chargers do with 15 seconds. So LA has 15 seconds, 2 timeouts, with a QB with a great arm. So see if they just run the rest of the clock out and accept overtime, or they really want to just go home and get the win before in regulation. So this looks like a run formation, so maybe they are running the clock, or they're just trying to give Herbert the best field position possible to chuck it down the field. Let's see. Hands it off. And yep. Not going to pick up too much there. And they're already showing Cameron Dicker, of course, the kicker. Dicker the kicker. And no, I really think, they're running this out to OT. So there we go. Packers-Chargers in overtime. Of course, gonna do the coin toss. The Packers have won the toss. Packers elect to receive. Chargers will elect to defend left. And LA will kick it away, so Green Bay being very clutch, able to bring this thing to OT. And see what they do here. Of course, electing to receive. Receiver in motion here for Green Bay. Love backs up. Oh, ooh, didn't like that throw. Somebody got in his way and he underthrew it. Could have been picked off. Lucky that it wasn't. Now the 25. Hands it off. And, oh, fumble! And the Chargers get it. And now it's sudden death. And they get it at the 28, so really all they have to do is just kick this thing in and they win. I mean, this could be overtime that ends in literally the span of less than 20 seconds. Jacobs at the fumble. And, they don't even need a touchdown. They literally can just kick it in and it's over. So, let's see. Okay, they're not going to kick it in for some reason. And end it. I guess maybe get closer, but you're pretty close already. Oh, okay, nice run there. Running to the 13. I mean, you could get the touchdown, but I mean, you don't need to. Maybe fear of missing and whatever, but I mean, it is sudden death now. And down at the 14, I guess they're only going to really go for it if they're forced at some point. But I don't know, I feel like doing this, you're risking turning the ball back over to Green Bay. Guess we'll see. Ends up off, and he's down at the 7. 3rd and 4. He's got time. And touchdown, and that'll end the game. Oh, sorry. No, just dropped. That'll be the first incomplete pass from Justin Herbert of the day in overtime. And my presumption is they kick it in, so this really doesn't do much unless they miss the kick, of course. Lad McConkey with the drop. Okay. Oh, timeout used by Green Bay. They're gonna fake it. Why? Okay, what the fuck? A kick would end it. What the hell was... Terrible play call. What in the greenhouse? So now Green Bay can win this. I mean, they get it back in terrible position, but... Oh, wow, that was astoundingly bad. Literally a field goal ended the game. Alright. Caught. Green Bay just got bailed out from some of the worst play calling of the season. Just was not a fan of that. That's arguably the worst play call of the season. Wow. It's like, you want it to make it look like it wasn't as close of a game as it really was. I mean, it's a touchdown lead, so that's still pretty damn close. Do not understand the motive there. This is just unfair to the defense as well, in my opinion. Making them play extra for no reason. A kick would have ended the game. You had literally the closest range you could have wanted. It was a 34-yard attempt. But, no, they're not gonna... Just don't like this at all. Doesn't feel like either team deserves the win right now because Green Bay got bailed out by a shit call and the Chargers did the shit call, so they don't deserve to win just strictly for that. Don't understand the motive to go for the touchdown there. Just really confused. It's astounding. Like, why would you do that? Hands it off. Oh, play action. And flag down. Might be a pass interference, which wouldn't do much here. Yeah, and it is. So yeah, this won't do much. Actually, they should probably decline it, yeah. Williamson 19. Now they can kick it in. And if this is good, the Packers win. The Chargers call a timeout now. .36-yard attempt. And the game is over. Green Bay wins in overtime. And they really shouldn't have. There we go. Completely on Jim Harbaugh, in my opinion. You had the game. Green Bay takes it.